Okay, so today I'll be talking about probably the most basic topic in astronomy, a topic we all should know about, which is the solar system. So today we'll be taking a tour of the solar system using space engine, and I'll be talking about the sun, and I'll give some interesting facts about all the planets that orbit the sun in some detail. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so starting with the first planet, Mercury. So Mercury is the first planet from the sun. It is the closest planet to the sun, and it is not the hottest planet to the sun. So Mercury is a very special planet. It does not have any atmosphere. It does not have a strong magnetic field, which means it is always hit by craters. So it's a lot similar to the moon. It has many craters, but because of no atmosphere, Mercury does not have any specific temperature. It is not the hottest planet because the side that faces the sun has high temperatures of 200 degrees Celsius, but the sides that are further away from the sun, they have temperatures of up to negative 200 degrees Celsius, especially at its poles. So yeah, Mercury is a very special planet, but yeah, it is not the hottest planet, which is a misconception. Now coming to Venus. So Venus is the second planet from the sun, and it is the hottest planet in the solar system. Now, unlike Mercury, Venus has an atmosphere, and the atmosphere has a lot of CO2 and other greenhouse gases, including sulfur dioxide, which is an acidic gas. So, Venus's atmosphere is much denser than the Earth's. It's almost two times denser than the Earth's, which means the enhanced greenhouse effect it's even more than what is in the Earth. This causes like a significant increase in temperature, and Venus's temperature can go up to 400 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest planet in the solar system. Now, Venus does not have any moons, just like Mercury, but yeah, it has thick clouds, and when we look at pictures of Venus, we cannot see its surface. What we see in pictures is actually the whole clouds, all the whole atmosphere of Venus. So yeah, seeing the surface of Venus from telescope is impossible, but yeah, it is regarded as the Earth's sister planet because its diameter is almost the same as Earth's, just slightly smaller. Now coming to Earth, and yeah, Earth is our home planet. It is also known as the blue and green planet. And yeah, Earth has all the necessary conditions needed for life, unlike the other planets of the solar system. Earth has oxygen, Earth has plants, Earth has the perfect geological conditions needed for life. Now, the Sun is 5 billion years old, but Earth is 4.6 billion years old. So that means Earth has been here for quite some time. When Sun was just 0.4 billion years old, not even 500 million years old. So, yeah, Earth has been here for a long time, and Earth has gone through many changes. Once it was as hot as 2000 degrees Celsius, but now, today, in the present day, Earth is very comfortable for life. So, yeah, Earth has been here for a while, and it's a very special planet. We may not have another planet like this in the whole of Milky Way or maybe the whole universe. So yeah, that's Earth. Okay, so the fourth planet is Mars. Mars is the first planet in this list now to have an average surface temperature less than 0 degrees Celsius. Now Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos. So these moons, they are not spherical like the moon because they are not massive enough to be spherical, because for being a sphere you need a lot of mass, so the gravity is equally distributed and it is enough to make it a full spherical object and not an irregular object like these two moons. So Phobos is larger of the two moons, and Phobos orbits Mars a bit too close and Deimos orbits Mars a bit too far. So scientists predict that in a few million years Phobos might crash onto Mars and Deimos might just get out of orbit of Mars. So maybe in the future Mars will not have any moons, but yeah, as of now Mars has actually two moons. And yeah, Mars has a very thin atmosphere where the most abundant gas is carbon dioxide, and it has a very weak magnetic field, which means that sun's solar flares and radiations easily hit the surface of Mars. That means if we were to live there, let's say we got the oxygen we need and the temperatures, we would still die of the radiation, cancer. So yeah, that's Mars, and Mars is also known as the red planet, and it's very interesting. Now coming to the fifth planet, Jupiter. So Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system, and unlike the inner planets, the inner rocky planets, Earth, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter is a gas giant. Now, what does gas giant mean? Now, gas giant means basically the planet has no rocky surface to walk on. So, you cannot step on Jupiter because it is entirely made of gas. So, that's quite surprising. That means the entire large planet is just gas, nothing else. And yeah, the most dominant, the most abundant gases in Jupiter's atmosphere are hydrogen and helium. The same gas is required for the formation of stars, but there's just not enough of it to, have nuclear fusion, the necessary nuclear fusion required for the birth of stars. So, if Jupiter had a little bit more mass and pressure in its atmosphere, it might have become another star, just like the sun. And yeah, it has many moons, more than 80 confirmed moons. But if we have to talk about one of the most famous moons, some famous moons of Jupiter are Callisto, Io, Ganymede, and Europa. And my favorite is Europa because Europa, there's scientists are doing a lot of research on Europa, and it's a very beautiful planet actually. And they do actually also predict that it can have life under its icy surface, because below the ice there can be water, and below the ice, there can be many aquatic aliens living over there. So yeah, that's a very interesting planet. Now, coming to the second gas giant, Saturn, which is also the second largest planet of the solar system after Jupiter. Now, Saturn, almost all properties of Saturn is similar to Jupiter's, just that Saturn has beautiful, very big rings around itself, and these rings actually, it's not just a single ring; it's many rings that are so close to each other that it looks like a single ring, but it's actually many smaller rings together. Now, Saturn has 120 moons, more than 120 confirmed moons, and also has the most moons of any planet in the solar system. Now, Saturn's biggest moon, Titan, is very well researched by the scientists, and just like Jupiter's moon, Europa, Titan is also thought to have life in itself, like under its icy surface. So, yeah, that's Saturn. And now we come to the last two planets of the solar system, Uranus and Neptune. So, Uranus is the coldest planet of the solar system, and Uranus is a very mysterious planet because scientists don't know much about it. It's very hard to see it, first of all, and it's just very mysterious. Like, there's not much to be seen apart from its, aqua green color. And Uranus has over 27 confirmed moons, and one special thing about Uranus, though, is its rotation. See, Earth rotates like this around its axis, but Uranus's axis is this way. So it rotates this way, which makes it very special in terms of rotation and movement. And now, talking about Neptune, Neptune is the last planet of the solar system, and Neptune has over 20 confirmed moons. And Neptune's one specialty is its wind speeds. Its atmosphere is estimated to have wind speeds of thousands of kilometers per hour, which makes it really violent. And that's Neptune and Uranus. So these are the last two planets of the solar system, which we don't know a lot about. But yeah, one interesting thing. So yeah, that's it for the tour of the solar system. I basically talked about every single celestial body there is in the solar system, and yeah, I gave a few interesting facts about each one of them that defines them. So yeah, that's it.